All right, everybody, this is my 3 ha's challenge to all of you. Ha-ha, aha, and yeehaw, right? Ha-ha, aha, and yeehaw are the 3 things that I think create relationship, create community, create connection between people. And this is just my thing. It's not based on anything. But this is what we're going to do this year. So if you're a presenter, I would love for you to create a video that does not promote your class. Don't try to promote your class, promote yourself. Let us understand you and get to know you. And this is an explanation and a demonstration of what that video is. So an embarrassing story, an insight, and a thing you're excited about. None of it about your class. If you do a great video, I'll interview you where you can promote your class, and that'll be great because we want to reward people for being real. Okay, so I don't care if you are well known or unknown or liked or hated. I really want to reward you guys for being real, and so I'm going to give you guys a just kind of my version of it, and we'll go from that. And I really would just love for people just to make these, make your own. Ha-ha, aha, and yeehaw. The 3 ha challenge is what I'm calling this. And what I want you to do is make the video and call it 3 ha challenge. Tag Hypno Thoughts Live 2019. And don't just share it in the Hypno Thoughts Live group. I mean, share it there, but share it somewhere else too. Really help this grow. I mean, don't spam it everywhere, but, you know, share this video that you make. And let people know what we're about as a community, as a event, and what you're about as a part of it. And that's what I think makes this work. So my personal ha-ha, aha, and yeehaw. We'll start with my embarrassing moment. So I have a background of being a college athlete. You know, as a water polo player, I was very fit, I was very active, I was very all those things. And then I stopped being that way. I kept eating like I was an athlete, but I was busy building my practice. So like 13 years ago, I was building up my practice, and I was, I was working late hours and doing continued ed stuff at night. And, you know, I was coming home and just eating fast food. And all of a sudden, everybody realized I was out of shape. I didn't realize it that much, but all of a sudden, pants weren't fitting. And a client said, "Man, you've put on some weight." And I was like, "Really? That's not good." And she said, "You should just go to that gym down the street from your office." I was like, "I'm busy." She's like, "There's one right there." I didn't know it was a gym mostly for very old people who were retired and housewives. It was not a gym for like athletes. But I went, and they said, "Okay, your first time in, you have to do like a workout with our trainer so that we know you're safe and all that." And I was like, "No problem. I have a background of like legitimately training with the Olympic team. This is whatever." I didn't know how out of shape I was, guys. And so they said, "All right, this is Justine. She's going to work you out. You're going to do the workout with this other person. It's her first day too." As a 45-year-old housewife, and I was like a 25-year-old guy. And I was like, "Awesome. You know, I'm going to set records for this thing. Like, I'm going to be so fit. This is going to be great." Justine tells me what the workout's going to be, and I'm like, "Oh my God, this is barely a warm-up for me." I was not aware of how out of shape I was. So we're doing the whole thing. There's no weights involved, right? It's plyometrics, it's jump ropes, it's push-ups and sit-ups and box jumps and lunges. And I'm feeling myself get tunnel vision. And I know how to push through this. I'm an athlete. I'm tough. I'll just push through this. And I feel myself getting dizzy, and I'm pushing through, and I'm pushing through. I'm doing these box jumps. And I feel myself like not feeling okay, but I'm used to pushing through. And all of a sudden I do this box jump, and I just barely get my toes up. I almost clipped it and fell for it. I didn't. But when I go down, I go all the way down to my butt, right? And I sit down, and I'm about to pass out. I put my hands on the box to kind of steady myself, and I throw up all over the box, right? And then I almost pass out. And the housewife, who was like almost 20 years older than me, was doing the same workout as me. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, emotionally, no." And I had to go back, right? Oh, by the way, the next day I was sore. Like, I was very sore the next day. It kicked my ass. And my whole like identity and ego around my fitness level was like shattered. And I had to walk back into that same gym because I knew I couldn't graduate from that gym. I had to go back and get in shape. And it was so humbling because I had to see those 2 people and all the other people who had seen me throw up, like almost pass out from like doing like a warm up. It was so bad. But I went back and I kept going. So that was my ha-ha. And like every time I walked in there, it was so bad. Oh God, it sucked. It was a real ego hit. All right. Now my aha. My aha is something my wife pointed out to me recently about how much of an introvert I am. You know, like I make these videos and I'm loud and, you know, I talk a lot and I like going to places and I don't like going to places. I like being places. I like when I go out and I do things, I'm really glad I'm there, but I never want to go. And like even when my good friends invite me to something good, I want to say no. And my wife was telling me about this. She was the one who noticed. And she's like, once you go, you're thrilled you're there. But left to your own devices, all you want to do is stay home and like read and watch movies. And she's totally right. Like good friends of mine will invite me to do things that are good. And I will be like upset. I'll be like, I have to go have a barbecue with 3 buddies. It feels like labor. And all I want to do is just literally like stay at home and read or watch a movie. Like that sounds lovely to me, like every night. But once I go, you know, it's not like an anxiety thing because once I go, I have a great time and I'm not worried. I'm like a homebody. And I never knew that about myself. And my wife was the one who knows. She's like, no, you think of yourself as an extrovert. You're more introverted and private than people know. And so that was my aha. And my yeehaw. My yeehaw is about the Lakers. A lot of you know I'm a Lakers fan. And I'm really excited to watch this team this year. Obviously, yes, everyone's thinking about LeBron, but I really want to see the development of Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, and Josh Hart. I think the 4 of those young guys, you know, I'm kind of bummed that we traded Randall, but I think it was the right thing to do for cap space. But I'm really excited to watch these 4 guys. You know, Kyle Kuzma just had a great game the other night, and just watching them develop and come into their own and find their footing as young men in their field and their profession at a very competitive level with a lot of pressure on them. I'm excited to watch them take up that challenge, and so that's the thing I'm excited about. So those are my ha-ha, aha, and yeehaw. And I think you guys can see how that helps you get to know me. And I think we should make all those videos. And like I said, don't just share this in the HypnoThoughts Live group. Tag this as the 3 Haws Challenge, HypnoThoughts Live 2019. Share it in the group. Share it somewhere else. Don't go crazy spamming places, but share this. And share that we're doing this as presenters for our conference. And everyone who has like a really great video, I'm going to do my best to interview as many of you as I can. And let's see how many of these we can get out there. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So again, and don't spam and talk about your class. Don't go crazy talking about the event and yourself as it relates to the profession. Really make this about you. I think you can tell that I did that in these videos, and I'd like you to model that, please. That's what I got. And that's my 3 Haw challenge. Thank you.